So generational curses may be just your karma, things that you did in your past life and you are coming into this life to continue to pay it off. And until our inner selves are very pure and our life is very pure, we will continue going in this circle of death and birth for a long time until we get to the point where we will come again, and maybe the way we will be born, we will not create any actions whereby the reactions will come and disturb us. So this is my take on generational curses. Because if your father did something bad, why should you pay? It's not you. If your mother did something bad, why should you pay? It's not, you didn't do it, you were not even in the picture. So why should it be you who will come and pay? It is you. Whatever action you have done in your past is what directs you to fall into the birth of that particular father. People knew that he has done something bad. It is your destiny who brings you there to pay. Nothing goes without being seen. Nothing goes at the blind side of destiny. Everything is recorded, and you pay for it, whether in this lifetime or in another lifetime. And if you are very lucky and spiritual is in your favor, every negative action you do, you pay immediately as cash and carry. It doesn't wait for you. But that one will be so severe, you will feel like, why should I be doing this spiritual work before it's happened, because of that, and these things are still happening to me? Because your spirit world wants you to relieve or redeem all your debt quickly, so that when you pass on, you will not have any karmic debt to come and pay. And it is only that you can come back and continue on a good footnote than on a bad footnote. So, big sister Alona Nicole, that's my take on this. So, whatever action you take, whether knowingly or unknowingly, you have to pay. Thank you very much. Let's move it up a little bit. And then, of course, Shamba Musa said, "Good afternoon, Papa. I was trying to talk on Clubhouse." Yes, I think this one came before he spoke. Yeah, let's move up. Let me read there. Then we have Kwaku Mark. So, Toby, I've got a logic question. Okay, please, Kwaku Mark, please go ahead and ask the logic question. I'm here to answer. And then we just we have George Kwame one saying, "Papa, hello, George. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section." And then George Kwame one say, "How is the family?" We are fine. We are doing well. And how are you and your loved ones? I hope all of you are doing well. Then we have Kofi Vincent, or Vinci. Good afternoon, Kofi Vinci. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's section. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well too. Then we have say, "Good evening, please. I'm a seeker and I call concerning having a spirit friend for my spiritual work." Okay, Kofi, we at African Magic Temple, we don't just give spirits to people and call them spirit friends. What we do is we do consultation, and if it is your desire to work with spirit, then the spirits that want to work with you will tell us, and we'll tell you what things we can do to initiate you or to introduce you to the spirits, and you can start to work with some spirit. Thank you. Thank you. And then Kofi Vince, I am interested in the elemental spirits like that, the dwarf, but the lady I called said you don't have. It's my daughter. Because the way you presented your question to her, that's why she's told you that. We don't give, so this person said, "I'm interested in dwarf." I said, "Come, take dwarf." No, I don't do those things. That's why she told you so. That's not the work we do here. We are a very serious shrine. We are not that roadside, even though our shrine is on the roadside, but we are not a roadside spiritualist. We are real spiritualists, and we do things in a real way. And then Kofi Vincent, she said, you don't work with the dwarf spirits, but you have your own forces. Yes, we have our own energies, the Vodus we work with. We also have dwarf we work with. Yes, but it's not something somebody said, "Oh, give me dwarf," and then I give you. No, we don't do it that way. If you are interested in learning more about spirit world, I would advise you to book an appointment for spiritual consultation, and then we can see what the spirit world will say and what directions they will give us to give you. Thank you very much. And then we have Prince. He said, do the souls choose who to bring them back? Yes, I'll say that the souls will choose who will bring them back, but they are choosing, or they are the way of choice. It's not like, oh, I want to go here. It is the vibration that, or the wavelength that the spirit. I wish I have a blackboard here so I could explain, draw things to you, but I will use my voice to kind of analyze. See, when the soul leaves the body, let's say the soul is here, and when it is here, everything in this universe, whether physical or spirit, has a vibration. And that vibration, maybe the soul which left the body will be there vibrating like that, pulsating, and then sending waves like a satellite. Okay? Let's say, yeah, like a satellite in the sky. That's how the soul is. Of course, it's not physical to the human eye, but then it's there. It's like a satellite and shining. So when there is a device like my phone, when there's a device like my phone, which has elements in it that can attract the waves of this particular satellite, then it will travel into the phone, then will take the communication can take place. So when a bodiless soul is up there like a satellite and pulsating and sending out vibration and wavelengths, if a physical fetus is formed between a man and a woman's copulation, if the man was a thief and the woman was also a kind of a thief, or let's say a prostitute, let's say so. There's nothing wrong with somebody being a prostitute or somebody being a thief. That is what their destiny brought them to do. So if these two people join together, so inside that fetus, there is the element of doubt, there's an element of cheating, there's the element of deceit, there's an element of disappointment, and then the element of trying to take something that belonged to somebody which doesn't belong to them. Let's use that. And if this bodiless soul had been that kind of person in the past, before they died, then it will attract them into this place. And then they will come and take form here. And then slowly, after 9 months, they are born on the physical plane. That's why I always advise people that when you are choosing a woman to have a child with, make a very conscious desire the kind of children you want to born. It depends on the kind of children you want to born and give birth to that will come to you. So you choose a woman or a man whose mind is in the same wavelength with you, so that you both can bring children from that same kind of wavelength, from the spirit world or from the world that is above us or below us or wherever it may be. So that's what it means. So even if the soul will choose, it has to select the one that has the same kind of vibration, wavelength, congenial to it to be able to hook up to be born. This one has another problem. No, what is this? What is this? What do those ask us to do? What is it?
It's like a challenge or a test.
But why should they send us? Is a TikTok sending?
It's soft, sorry.
Yeah, but what do they want us to do? To know whether we are doing what is the question?
It's just like a test. If sometimes to just confirm that they usually will do it for internet systems to see if it's a robot or not. But for TikTok, I'm not sure.
Maybe they are introducing it because this is the first time I've seen it. So maybe it's a new thing they are introducing because a whole lot of things happening in the world. So maybe robots can also be doing things. So probably because they too, it's automatic machines. So yeah. So the soul doesn't actually choose, but it is the selection is depending on the actions that that particular bodiless soul had taken in life when they were living. So that's what it is. Thank you very much, Prince, for that question. I hope you understand. I don't know how in which better way I can explain it, but this is how it is. So when you are choosing a woman, try to really know the woman a little bit, whether this woman is someone that you would want to carry the things you think about. You know, here today, a lot of our Ghanaian women, let me use this not in a derogatory way. Our Ghanaian young women are looking for people who have money, have quick money. And a lot of time, these Yahoo boys who are cheating and deceiving people and scamming people, a lot of our young women are following such men because they can easily deceive somebody and take their money, and they share in that. Sometimes the girls are even used as a fronting for these Yahoo boys, that they will be deceiving a man somewhere, while it is actually the man, but the man put a woman's picture or the woman's voice or this, but they will be deceiving people and take money. And they know they are deceiving the person, and they will take the money. And when they take the money, of course, the two of them enjoy it, even though the man or the man who or the woman, whoever is in charge, is enjoying more. So if these two people should have a child, automatically they will bring thieves. They will born thieves. But when a baby is born, how will you know whether it's a thief or not? It is until when they reach certain age before you begin to see the traits and all this in them, and that this child is like me. The child will go to school and will steal the friend's book or pencil or eraser and will bring home, and the parents won't say anything. So you are smart. See, they call you are smart. Those are just, we are just giving birth to terrible people who tomorrow when they grow up, they will be full of corruption. They will be full of people who will come into politics and come into positions and want to kill people, want to destroy others once they see that someone wants to challenge them. Because greed. Yeah, that's what we are seeing in most parts of Africa. I don't know about other parts of the world, but here in Africa, we are seeing politicians, young politicians, and their only aim is to steal from the people. and they don't feel anything about it. And of course, everybody for themselves, but God for us all. When you pass on, you will find a similar place. And when the punishments start coming, don't blame the old lady in the village and say that she has put juju on you. Thank you very much. And then we have a Ama Pretty. Yeah, hey, who is that beautiful name? Ama Pretty. Say, I love you, Daddy. Thank you very much, and I thank you again. I don't know you, but maybe you know me, but I'm grateful. Thank you. And then we have a Soloku, as say the sound. Is the sound okay? You fix it? Okay, okay. Okay, if it is okay now, let me know. And then we have a Abuaboni 90. Say, where are you located? In Ghana, Accra, on the Spinters Road. Our telephone number is in our profile. You can always reach us. Thank you. Then Soloku say, it's a blessing. Thank you very much, Soloku, for joining today's section. I'm grateful for your questions and other things. And then we have Agbevivi putting the Africa Magic Temple location and our telephone number on there. Thank you. And then I think we have Cody's man saying hi, hello, Cody's man. Thank you for joining. And then we have Raymond Gadagui also saying hello. Hello, Raymond. How are you and how is your family? Thank you for joining this. And then we have Scott CM say, Father, so what do you do? I am a spiritualist, Scott. And then Queen of the Nile say, hi, AMT. Can you explain a little of what the elders of the night are? Okay, Queen of the Nile, I don't really understand who are called the elders of the night. I don't know. In Ewe culture, we have something we call Zangbeto. Zangbeto means the spirits that walk at night. But today, we see the Zangbeto always in the daytime, turning and spinning around in festivals and everything. They always have two spirits like that the name that walks at one is Kelegbeto, which is supposed to be the one that walks in the daytime or the one that moves in the daytime, and then Za, which means night. Zangbeto means Beto means human being or spirit, and Zangbeto, which is the night one. But now we've been seeing so many Zangbeto in the daytime, and they are running around and chasing people and turning and spinning and spinning. So I don't know what you mean by elders of the night. If you can break it down for me, I may be able to say something about it if I know. If I don't know anything about it, I'll let you know. But I'm not so sure who are the elders of the night. But you can break it down for me, I may know. Then we have Scott CM. He says, is it possible to remember something from your past life? No, when we are born into this life, we absolutely don't even know that we had a past life. So to remember anything from your past life, you probably have to be on a spiritual path. And also sometimes when a reading is done for you, then the reading can tell something about your past life. But for you to remember it from your past life, I would say it is not that easy because it may come like flashes in your dreams, but it's not something that you can physically and absolutely be sure of unless you do a spiritual reading. Because in your dreams, you may see sometimes, if you are a person who dreams, there are some people who do not dream at all. in your dream, sometimes you see that you have gone to a place, and that place in the dream, the place is a familiar place to you. It's not, it doesn't look strange, and you can remember the place very well. But when you wake up, you have no idea of such a place in the physical world. So such could be some of the things that can be flashed back to you in your from your past life, but it is not something you can really know by just remembering that, okay, I was this. Like people say there were King Solomon in their past life. I don't know how many King Solomons were there, but people will say, oh, there were kings and this and that. They told them that their past life they were kings, they were rich people, they were this, they were that. But this life they are now rich and this and that. And I don't know. But I think the only thing you can see from your past life will be some flashes. But even that one, you will not be very sure. Unless in a reading or when an initiation takes place and then something show up there who you were in your past life, then you can know that maybe that's the reason why you are following this path that you are following now. But for me, like, for instance, like me, when I was initiated into Afa, it is there that so many things came clearly known to me that in my past life I was a spiritual person, and maybe I left it off when I died, and then, or maybe not in maybe one past life, and here I am again in this current life where I am alive, and I was born in a Christian home, even though my grandfather was a traditionalist. I was born in a Christian home because my father went to school, so he was a Christian. So by going to Christian school, you must become a Christian. So my father didn't really took us on his father's line, and we knew that our grandfather had a shrine, and we used to go there from time to time to his house, but I was too young to know. But somehow, I personally was interested in spirituality from childhood. My mother has also taken me around so many shrines from childhood. But then it is my destiny that directed me to them so that they could start teaching me. And then when I got to a point where I could make a decision, I took my decision so that I can become a spiritual person. And here I am today teaching you. So there's a lot of people cannot really know their past life that they were until you are being initiated, or maybe through some spiritual consultation it may show. That's what I can tell. Thank you very much, Scott CM, for that beautiful question. And then MMC Molato said, I would like to meet you in person. We are always available. Thank you, MMC Molato. And then Big Sister Luna Nicole says, so generational curses or karmic debt is only your own. Thank you for explaining. Yes, it's your own. It's not anybody's own. You cannot go and pay for another person's sin. It is not true. You can only pay for if you call it sin. We don't really use the word sin in our language, but it's as a Christian and religious way. You pay for your actions. No, you cannot go and pay for another person's action. No. And then Big Sister Luna Nicole is saying cash and carry. I like that. Of course, it's cash and carry. Yes. If it happens to you, moment you make the mistake, if the spirit world wants you to be free quickly, it happens immediately. You take an action, before you know, the reaction comes, and a wise person will always know that, oh, this action that I took is what has brought this reaction. A stupid person will say that it is the devil who is disturbing me. Yeah. So that is the way life is. People will look at it from different angles. A wise person will look at it from a positive angle, and a stupid person will look at it from a negative angle. Thank you. Then we have Sunday GH. He said, good evening, Papa. Hello, Sunday. How are you? Thank you very much for joining today's session. I hope you and your loved ones are fine. I'm grateful. And then we have our sister Pascaline Edwards. Say, good evening, Papa. Hello, Pascaline. How are you? Thank you very much. I hope you and your loved ones are doing well. I'm happy to hear the information yesterday from your cousin, and I'm happy that things are moving forward. And that's my dream for you. Thank you. I'm grateful for you joining the section. And then we have food cycle and picnics. So what of children who are born very smart for their age? It's the same. Just exactly the same. If a child is showing adult nature from childhood and is smart, then you know he has been here for many times and he is taking up from where he left off. So it's the same. It's not anything different. Thank you very much. Food cycle and picnics. And then we go to Hood Richmond Craze. Richmonte Craze. Please, I am Favi, but it's long time I wash my Ifa because I don't have money to buy the items to wash. Okay, Afavi, you have not buffed your Afa for a long time because you don't have money. Because it's also because maybe the time you had money to be able to feed and wash your Afa, you didn't. And now Afa is not giving you the opportunity to get things to come your way. So you have to look for money and wash and feed your Afa. And also apologize to your Afa for not taking good care of it. Afa, the word is has two meaning. One word is that it will make everything cool down for you in your life. And another way is it will make things very hot in your life. That's why in Togo, they say, Fafa Wuzo do ame. It can make things cool down for you if you take good care of it. And Awuzodo, it will put fire in your life when you don't take good care of it. So it's the two-edged sword. It can make you have peace, and it can also make you to have heat in your life. So find money somehow and then buff your Fa and feed your Fa, and you will see things will start changing. Thank you. Then Hoodrich Monte Chris said, can I wash it anytime I get money to buy the necessary items? Yes, you can, if you know how to buff it. We don't call it washing it, but you buff it. We don't wash it, we buff it. Afa is an entity, it's not like a plate or cup. When you wash them, you buff them. So if you know how to buff them, then you can. But if you don't know how to buff them, then go to a priest that knows how to buff Fa and ask your Fa there, what does it want you to use in feeding it? And it will give you direction and tell you, okay, use this to feed me. And once you follow Afa's direction, things will go well for you again. Thank you. And then Kwaku Mark, he says, hi, sir. Toby, I've got a logic and broad topic. Please permit me to highlight it. Go ahead. You said it first and I said go ahead, but you are not saying anything. I don't let people speak on this program with me. If you are on Clubhouse and you want to ask a question, yes, you can ask on Clubhouse, but on the TikTok, we don't open it for people to speak because this program is my program and I don't want anybody to come in and disturb what I teach here because people have a whole lot of things in their head and I cannot stop them from thinking whatever they are thinking. But on my program, the things that I am using to teach people is what I want to use in teaching people. So if you have questions, you can type them down there. I will read them. And if I can answer them, I'll answer them. And other people will listen to me when I'm reading your question and when I'm answering them to people who listen. So this is what it is. So, Kwaku Mark, write your questions. You can break them into pieces. We will read them all. Thank you. Then Scott CM say, yes, I do get those flashes even when I'm sitting idle. Yes. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Then Scott CM say, yes, I usually have this one recurring sin. Yes, it always happens. Yeah, that is kind of thing you can, but you are not very sure until you ask Afa or do some proper divination to know what is going on. Yeah. Then we have